Greetings! Welcome to another episode of the Italian RTG. So last time we left off after having completed the Verratti SBC and played just one game with him. And today, instead, we have Rivals rewards. We've also got marquee matchups. There's SBCs. But before we open those, first we must wait for Rule Breaker's team to come out. And even before that, we must complete the Foot Champs playoffs, right? And then after that, we're going to be opening everything in this episode, a lot of packs. So there's a lot of hope in those packs to, give us a little juicer, because this is the last stretch before we make some changes to the team. So we're going to be seeing that at the very end. And until then, we shall remain here and show you the journey of the playoffs. It was an interesting one. The duality of mankind would appear in this one, as we see Di Lorenzo working it in. The extra pass is our way of life. It's our religion. It's what we do. We always do that one extra step because you never know what it could lead to. For the highlight reel here, Barella gets absolutely destroyed, and with the penalty, unlike in real life, Insigne buries it. I think I saw a stat which was like Insigne's 5 of 8 career misses came in 2021, something like that outrageous from the penalty spot in real life. So nice little stat there. We make it 3-0 against Ipanini, the sandwiches. Right now we play G3O or Geografia, nice little pun with the geography. He's got Ansu Fati, Depay, Dembele, KDB, Valverde, Fekir, which pretty much everyone has at this point. I think Fekir is gonna go down in foot history as top 5 most boring cards ever, because at this point everyone has him. So right off kickoff, we're gonna terrify him to the point where he presses pause. Our measly little full Italian team has terrorized this man to the point where he's like already making adjustments. So with Chiesa we go. He fouls us, gets the pause, and what's he gonna do? Is he gonna make a tactical? No, he's gonna leave. Shameless coward, absolute coward. So we face this team with Antonio, Rule Breaker, Fernandez, Rodri, just your average EPL with the nice League on defense. And it would begin with El Shaarawy and Chiesa finding the Barella half a bar power shot. One of the most satisfying finishes when you just tap it and it slowly works its way bottom corner. Verratti would once again find Barella, and that is a disgraceful finish if I say so myself. We do a little bit of these little mozzarella shit shows every now and then, but we win it back shortly thereafter, and we had to punish him here with Chiesa. Just kidding, we can't finish for shit. I know someone in the comments said use time finishing. I think that might help, but at the same time, I think some of these chances are not time finishing related. It's just unfortunate there, but Barella took it with his left. Like, why? But we rework it in after regaining possession, and that was enough to send El Ali home and packing. So AS all goer with Fred, Rule Breakers in Kunku, Rule Breaker Dante. So my man likes a nice rip-off of an SBC. He's got a Tal as well, Mbappe, which I almost missed. Forgive me if I didn't notice. You'll see why in a minute. Once again, he has to make changes from the start. Just kidding. My man is about to leave me hanging at 0-0 2 times. Okay? 2 times I have been cheated. So we face EA Sports, which the irony here is unparalleled. This is what I meant about the duality of mankind. If I would have judged all 3 of these people from their team names, I would have said that this man would have been, the one I didn't want to face. And look what happens instead. Off kickoff, we're like, just please stay. Please stay. I've had 2 people leave before anyone says, oh, maybe he just to finish his games. They could have finished their playoffs. They left out of spite. And what does he do? Mr. EA Sports, he gives me the win. This, my friend, was the unexpected, gentlemen. The duality of mankind has been exposed in this episode, and at this point I've had enough. Obviously we played 1 match of the playoffs last episode, so instead of going all the way, I'm just gonna go for the just the average rewards with 6 wins. And against this man, it would start with Insigne and a beautiful Burba spin just being out wide. We like to go for harder finishes sometimes, just for the pleasure, even though we know it's going to be harder. There, Tonali, it's just not quite enough finishing wise. So again, Tonali and Chiesa linking up play, and an absurd ball to Insigne, but That is one of the softest headers I've ever seen. Tonali is offside, unfortunately, there for the putback. So the overlap on the left-hand side into Barella. The chip gets denied by the keeper and the center back. And after crafting 5-6 chances, it would only be fair that we would go down 1-0. To avoid disaster, we have to equalize and do it right now. Insigne into Chiesa. The overlap is phenomenal, but the angle isn't quite there. He defended as well as he possibly could have, and perhaps we shouldn't have shot, but it is what it is. So Insigne, the far post to Chiesa. The illusion of scoring could have maybe convinced some of the fans, but I knew we were in for a tough one. We have to avoid disaster here, and by the skin of our teeth, we do so. I mean, this, like the state of that 180 shot into deflection, almost goal. So we avoid disaster, and we know we have to score our next chance because usually we'd be 2-0 down now by now, right? But instead, Havoc breaks loose in the middle, and we can't make use of that. Disaster would break. I know this is my fault. I know, but can you really blame me? Like, look at this. Vidal, Dybala, Benzema, Rebound Nation. What? Come on. So we turn on constant press, and now it's in the hands of God. And when it's in the hands of the constant press God, more often than not, you're going to be on the victorious side. This is one of those chances, one of those occasions where I have to use it myself. Politano, the super sub. Look at that. What a pass to find Insigne. It's easy as that. When you turn constant press on, all of a sudden, you become the second coming of Jesus, and that is a ball worthy of the second coming of Jesus. Unfortunately, we tried to sweat it. But Chiesa was just behind the incoming defender. Insigne into Politano, and that is an outrageous finish to make it 2-2. And finally, in the 90th minute, we're going to steal it. And by steal it, I mean we should have won, but we don't because we hit the bar line. Outrageous. We have to continue in the extra time. It's Chiesa. Overpowers with the explosive sprint, and I'm going to dribble your keeper. I'm going to square it across, and there's nothing you can do to stop me at this point, EA Sports. We survive, but it's 107th minute. We want to put this to bed. Triangle is completed as it gets back to Chiesa, but the keeper says no, so we would survive until the 120th minute. Honestly, boys, call me Mr. 8XG, because once again, 8.6 XG to 2. But that's enough of that. Let's go straight into the live reaction of our packs because we have a lot to open right now. All right, let's go, man. Player picks. I don't know who I could get here that's Italian. Maybe a Bastoni, but we'll see. We get already owned players, so I'll just go with Vlahovic to avoid. All right, man. These packs mean nothing. Although EA, I wouldn't be opposed to a nice little surprise from a gold pack with one rare. Jumbo gold pack, sure. We'll open this too, man. Come on. Nothing. So greedy, man. EA, rule breakers are out. Don't be shy. Get rid of that. That's 80 coins towards the Maldini funds. Another few coins here towards those guys. Gabamin. Let's go for the small ones. The small ones are always fraudulent. No, EA. This is not what we want. It's not Buffarini. As Italian as his name sounds, this is not it. I'll do this one. Premium gold players pack. It just looks less enticing because it's just gold, right? But maybe it's actually not bad. Left back. Oh my days. They trolled the living bejesus out of me. Flares again. It's Oyarzabal. That's not what we want. Not enough. We need coins. Alright, this one's got silver, so I'll go with this one for some reason. But it's real extras. These ones are good, right? Should have saved it. Brazil, center defensive midfielder. It's Fernando. Rare mixed players. Don't know why. This one's calling my name. Players. Spain. Left wing back. Oh, it's Angelino. Nothing behind. Pellegrini, hello. Prime Electrum players pack. Don't mind if I do. Flares. Armenian. I mean, we love you, Miki, but well, this is it. This is essentially it. The 100k pack. This is it. Two times, man. 2 times. French left back. A recipe for a dream. And we get that. Oh lord, this is bad. With those disappointing packs to say the least, it was time to say goodbye to Cannavaro. We need to explore other options. We need to see other people. I'm sorry, my friend, but it's time to say goodbye. And before we think about a replacement at center back, we need to put all of, or a good majority of those coins in a special player. And that special player that I've decided to put all my trust in is Roberto Baggio. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be getting Roberto Baggio, which is a problem because I don't know if we're going to have enough coins to buy a baby Maldini to play as a makeshift center back on top of that. So if that's the case, I'm going to have to try Ogbonna and Chiellini, the red Ogbonna that I got, which is not ideal, but I'm willing to suffer to put an end to the suffering I have on the other end of the pitch, which is the offensive side. So we need Baggio. So that's going to be it for today. In the next episode, you'll obviously be seeing the debut for these demons, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.